Blue.
16th of February, Rabbi Levitt, Pele Yoetz.
Okay, very good. Baruch Hashem. Good morning, Mayor.
Morning.
Okay, so yes. So we finished, we concluded our very interesting section, the righteous response, with the Gemara and Tainus and the Elazar Reb Shimon, the son of Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. And that's what we said. We said don't be stiff and yes, be flexible. And then you'll be the real date palm and cedar tree. There's two types of cedar trees to be. Don't be a cedar tree which is stiff. Be a cedar tree which is righteous, which bends and is flexible. There we go. Good. Okay, a round of applause for page 239 and for the righteous response. Okay. And now we go to Hesech Hadas, distraction, on page 240. Okay, I'm gonna put on my speaker. Okay, so we'd like to ask Lou to start off the reading. Hesech Hadas, distraction.
A fundamental principle. Uh-oh, we got an echo, Rabbi.
Oh, okay. So we can't use this because we have two computers now. Okay.
A fundamental principle in regard to Judaism is that a person should not be distracted from all of those things that are obligations of his body and heart. If it happens that he was distracted, then when he remembers the rock of his holiness, he must return, have compassion upon him, hold on to him tightly, and not let go. He should conduct himself in this way, even sporadically.
Okay,
He must remember his obligation,
but I think you have
do
to
it.
go out here. You have to go out here maybe, and then go in.
It has already been written that a most significant device to prevent distractions is writing. For seeing brings one to remembering. Tefillin require special watchfulness not to be distracted from thinking about them. It is one of the Creator's intended purposes of the mitzvah of tefillin to remember that it is written in them, to remember what is written in them, and to achieve the effect of love, fear, etc. of Hashem from them. The primary performance of the mitzvah of tefillin depends on this, and this matter truly depends on the intention of the heart. I have already written in the entry Lave a few things that are obligations of the heart, which are proper for a man not to remove from his mind. Similarly, if a person received any favor from his friend, it is proper to not to forget it or remove it from his mind. In contrast, if a person dealt him a great disfavor, he should forget it and eliminate it from his memory in order to fulfill what the Torah said, do not bear a grudge. Likewise, when an individual has strange or illicit thoughts, especially during prayer, the study of Torah, or the service of Hashem, he must clear them from his mind. If one is not able by sheer force of will to rid them from his mind, let him concentrate on the words of Torah and the service of Hashem. Let his heart turn to our Father in heaven, and let him cry out and say, save me, my master, the king, save me from the quicksand, so that I do not sink into it. Perhaps his maker will have pity upon him.
Okay, you want to try it over there?
Okay, very good.
Just tell them that you're trying it over there.
I'm going to go to the other computer and see if I can open the meeting
It's
over
open.
there.
It's open over there. It's open.
In other words, the meeting is already open, but we just got to get it on the other computer.
It's there. It's here.
It is? Okay. So I'll be just going over. No, it's not working. Okay. Thank you. Okay. We're back again. The other computer, we put it on to get onto the meeting, and it says connecting. It just keeps going around in circles. So I don't know whether it's just anyway. Yeshuascha kivisi Hashem. Hashem is the one who's in charge of the matter, not Bezik and not.
The only solution to that, Rabbi, is to restart it.
Okay, we're going to try that. Better than the last time we tried it. The first time we tried it, I pushed the button to the meeting and it just says you have no access, you have no internet access. So he called up the company, and they tried to help us, and Bez Hashem, we'll see. So this is a very, very interesting thing what he just said over here. He says it's one of Hashem's purposes for the mitzvah of tefillin, that you have to remember what's written in them. It says over there to love Hashem, to fear Hashem, and many other things as well. And of course, if that's what a person has always on his heart, then he'll be doing good. He'll be doing good. Okay, so that's the idea. That's the idea. So very good. Seder Gomor. Okay, so now we ask our sages in the Gemara in Yuma. We'll see that Gemara, Bez Hashem. But first, we want to have we call on Mayor to read for us this next paragraph, please.
Tehillim at the end of the first paragraph. Okay. And I have to face my microphone too. We learned that in the first session. Okay. It says, our sages in Yoma said, if a man has worry in his heart, he should remove it from his thoughts, especially during times of joy and the service of God. It is necessary for a person to maintain his presence of mind. A person will find adequate means to distract his mind by engaging in pure thoughts and through beseeching divine assistance. When one of these types of thoughts that a person needs to remove from his mind comes into his head, let him exchange it, good for bad, since the mind of a man cannot accommodate two simultaneous thoughts. If he is not capable of doing it alone, let him discuss it with others, meaning he should go to a wise man and relate to him his distress, and he will teach him the necessary knowledge in order to awaken him from his sleep. Well, that's interesting. He must not be like one who slumbers, who transforms the waters of the river into blood. Rather, he should balance his personal matters with justice, for this is the whole of man. Wow. Okay.
So it's interesting that he's saying this, if he's not capable of doing this alone, of exchanging the bad thought that's in his mind for a good thought, he should go to a chacham, and the chacham will teach him the necessary knowledge in order to awaken him from his sleep. Why it's a very interesting way of putting it. He's saying that the person is sleeping. If he's not able to remove this bad thought and put in a good thought there instead, he's sleeping. So the chacham needs to wake him up. So I wonder why the Pele Yoetz didn't just tell us what is it that we got to know if that happens to us. Okay. I guess
it's very interesting because we say that bracha every morning, and I always thought it meant, literally from our sleep during the night to that we're awake now. But maybe it's also this not having these distractions during the day is another aspect of. Where is it in the? Let me just see the bracha real quick.
Oh, you mean hamapil that you say when you go to sleep?
No, in the morning. When 1 second, let me just find the brachot real quick. We have a bracha that says, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Close the negative. Okay, hold on. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is at night. I thought there was a bracha in the morning that says, maybe it's not in. What is it?
Min hamavir sheina me'enai usnuma me'afapai.
No, maybe that's it.
Remove sleep from my eyes and slumber from my eyelids.
Yeah, that's what I guess I was thinking of.
It occurs to me also that on either Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur, the idea of waking up is mentioned. And in that context, I believe the reference is to the idea of complacency, that we need to wake ourselves up from being complacent with our lives in order to do tshuva.
Right. We get so in other words, even though we're not actually sleeping, but we're involved in all sorts of activities, and they are interfering with our avodas Hashem. And so therefore we have to, so therefore in that sense, it's like we're sleeping. It's like just a person who's sleeping, he's not awake to the what's he not awake to? He's not awake. He's not aware. He's not aware. He's not aware. A person who's sleeping, he's not aware. He's not conscious. He's not aware. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, Rabbi Levitt. Good morning, everybody.
Morning again.
So he's he's not conscious. He's not paying attention to he has no mental faculties. So somebody who's involved in all sorts of activities and he's not giving his proper focus on avodas Hashem, in that sense, he's sleeping. So over here, it seems as though the Pele Yoetz is understanding that even though this person seems to be aware of the fact that he's not involved in avodas Hashem, and he's involved in the opposite because he's thinking not good thoughts, and he's trying to replace them with good thoughts. So we, in a certain sense, we would say, well, he's not asleep. He's struggling. He's trying his best. Why exactly is he sleeping? But the Pele Yoetz says yes. That's basically what the Chacham is going to tell him, I guess. It's going to tell him that I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I'm right, but maybe what the Pele Yoetz, how he understands it is that if a person finds that he's not able to exchange the I don't know why I would have said it the bad for good. I wouldn't have said it good for bad, right? We want to exchange the bad for good. No, why did the translator say it in the way that he did? I don't know. Maybe that's the way it says it in the.
You have a bad thought, find a good thought and push the bad thought out.
So what is that called? I agree.
You're changing good for bad. You're taking the good and pushing the bad away.
Okay, I would have said, okay, fine. So if he's not able to do this, he needs more awakening. Seems to be the Pele Yoetz the same, to awaken him to the importance of what he's doing, the importance and the urgency and the importance of exchanging the good for the bad. And right, okay.
What is this reference to transforming the waters of the river into blood?
He must not be like the one who slumbers, who transforms the waters of the river into blood. So Pele Yoetz is giving a description of what's involved in somebody who's slumbering, somebody who's sleeping. Lo yeh nirdam, v'lo yafoch memeh hayaor l'dam. In other words, someone who is awake, he's got the he's compared to somebody who has flowing waters. Mayim chayim. The waters are flowing. They're progressing in their direction. They're going in a good way. And water is, of course, comparable to water is water. We say ein mayim ela Torah. So he's going in the way of Torah. That's the water. The water gives life. And the dam is you can't drink it. You can't drink it. It's not giving any sustenance. So somebody who's sleeping and slumbering from his involvement in Avodas Hashem, and he's busying himself with other things, that's comparable, says the Pele Yoetz, to somebody who's traded in his living waters for blood. He's not able to, he can't sustain himself on that. So perhaps what he means is that if a person realizes this, maybe that's what he means. If a person realizes, if he views that thinking these improper thoughts is like he's turned his river of life into blood. If he really believes that and he feels it in his bones, he'll be able to change. Perhaps the reason that he's not able to do so here is because he's not applying. He doesn't feel that it's a matter of life and death. It's okay. All right, it happens. Whatever. Eventually it'll go away. So if that's his feeling, so then it's gonna stay there. And so he goes. All the Pele Yoetz can tell him is that what he needs to do is go to a Chacham, or go to a Chacham, and a Chacham will try to impress upon him that this is something which is very important. That really he's sleeping right now, and really he has to wake up and do. Perhaps that's my interpretation of what the Pele Yoetz means.
Perhaps it also has something to do with the waters of the Torah, waters of river, waters of Torah. When you're awake, then the liquid sort of is water, but then going to sleep, the Torah aspect dissipates, and it's into blood, which is just the normal Gashmios. You're asleep. You're not doing anything. You've just got the blood. Oh, the rabbi's frozen.
Are you frozen, Rabbi?
He's frozen.
He is indeed.
So does what I've said make any sort of sense? He's gone.
Oh yeah, it did to me.
Hmm.